The River Stour is a river in East Anglia, England. It is 47 miles long, and forms most of the county boundary between Suffolk to the north, and Essex to the south. It rises in eastern Cambridgeshire, passes to the east of Haverhill, through Cavendish, Bures, Sudbury, Nayland, Stratford St Mary, Dedham, and flows through the Dedham Vale area of outstanding natural beauty. It becomes tidal just before Manningtree in Essex, and joins the North Sea at Harwich. On one theory, the name Stour derives from the Celtic sturr meaning strong. However, the river name Stour, common in England, does not occur at all in Wales. Crawford noted 2 tributaries of the Po River near Turin, spelled Stura. In Germany the Stour is a tributary of the River Elbe. According to Brewer's Britain and Ireland, the Stour is pronounced differently in different cases. The Kentish and East Anglian Stours rhyme with Tour. The Oxfordshire Stour sometimes rhymes with mower, sometimes with hour, and the Worcestershire Stour always rhymes with hour. Locally, the River Stour, dividing Essex from Suffolk, does not have a uniform pronunciation, varying from Stour to Stour. As against that, Stour is a Middle English word with 2 distinct meanings and derivations, still current enough to appear in most substantial dictionaries. As an adjective, with Germanic roots, it signifies large, powerful. As a noun, from medieval French roots, it signifies tumult, commotion, confusion, or a armed battle or conflict. Wiktionary also adds blowing or deposit of dust, the primary definition in the concise Oxford Dictionary, which adds that this is a Northern English and Scottish usage of uncertain derivation. Recently it has been suggested that an old European river name was taken for an Old English adjective, and that Stour came to represent one pole of a structural opposition, with Bly at the opposite pole, allowing Anglo-Saxons to classify rivers on a continuum of fierceness. The Victorian etymologist Isaac Taylor, now long discredited on many counts, proposed a very simple solution. That Stour derives from daemur, the Welsh word for water. It is quite possible that the various Stours do not share a common origin, and that they need to be considered in their own terms, rather than as a single problem. Certainly there is currently no universally accepted explanation. The Stour rises in Writing Common, Cambridgeshire, near to Weston Colville, and reaches the sea at Harwich. The eastern part of the River Stour is an area of outstanding natural beauty known as Dedham Vale, named after the village of Dedham in Essex. It is an area of rural beauty on both sides of the River Stour. The Dedham Vale AONB is approximately 11 circumflex 1/2 miles east-west and 2.4 to 4.8 miles north-south. The earliest known settlement on the river in Suffolk was at Great Bradley, where man has had recorded presence for over 5,000 years. The River Stour was one of the first improved rivers or canals in England. Parliament passed an act for making the River Stour navigable from the town of Manningtree, in the county of Essex, to the town of Sudbury, in the county of Suffolk in 1705, mandating public navigation rights and providing the basis of a joint stock company of London and Suffolk investors who raised a circumflex £4,800 to cut and manage the river. Although partly supplanted by railways, lighters were still working on the Stour above Manningtree almost until World War II. As of 2016 they still operate as far as Mistley. The Stour Valley has been portrayed as a working river by John Constable, Thomas Gainsborough and Paul Nash. Constable's connection with the area was especially important, evident in such works as the Stour Valley and Dedham Church c. 1815. Today much of the Stour Valley is designated an area of outstanding beauty. It forms the spine of what is known as Constable Country. The River Stour Trust, a waterway restoration group, was set up in 1968 to protect and enhance the right of the public to navigate the River Stour. The Trust seeks to restore through navigation from Sudbury to the sea, following on the successful restoration of the locks at Dedham, Flatford and Great Cornard, by reinstating the 10 remaining locks. Meanwhile, the Trust encourages use of the River Stour by small craft, and organises annual events for all age groups and abilities on different parts of the river. River Stour trust boat trips and private charters, skippered by volunteer boat crew, are available in Stratford and Sudbury between Easter and October. The Environment Agency is the navigation authority for the river. River Stour Boating Community Interest Company, based in Bures, organises 2-day canoeing and camping expeditions from Sudbury to the estuary at Gatawade. RSPB Stour Estuary is a nature reserve managed by the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds.